This is a tutorial just demonstrating how to submit your work for a photography assignment. Okay, there are sort of 3 steps that you need to do. You'll need to upload your photos to Flickr so that they're on your Flickr account, and that going to go to your photo stream. You're going to need to organize those photos into an album, and then you're going to need to share that album in 2 places. One on the discussion for our group, and then also on Brightspace. So we'll walk through those steps. First, we're going to log into Flickr and you're going to upload images. Okay, to do that, you can navigate to where you have them saved. I've got these in a folder right here. You can either navigate to them or just drag and drop all your photos in. It takes a minute for them to upload. If you do need to change any names, you can do that here by just clicking, okay, and changing any names that need to happen here. You can also add any descriptions you need to. So if you're trying to organize for one of your assignments, then you need to just put those descriptions, if you want to, into that section there. You can also do that after they've been uploaded. Okay, so here's my photos that I just uploaded. That portion is done. So now these are in your photo stream. Okay, so when you go to your account, if you go to you and you go to your photo stream, you'll see all your photos. But to stay organized, we need to put them into albums. Now I have a number of albums already created. When you're doing this for the first time, your view will be a little bit different, but every subsequent time you'll be able to click on new album. You might get, when you first start this, you might get a page that sort of says, like, you know, introducing albums or something like that. Just figure out where to click. After you're done that, you'll have a list like this. I'm going to create a new album here, okay, and I'm going to name it. In this case, I'm going to be uploading images of ice and you know, I don't know what that is, trees and ice, so I'll call this trees and ice. Okay, and if I wanted to put in a description, these are photos from an ice storm. Okay, and once I've created my album, I then need to add the photos that I want. So here are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 photos I just added. Okay, I'm gonna drag that in and it adds it to this album. Okay, I could grab the second one and add that. Or alternatively, I could click on the first one, hold Shift, and click on the last one, and it'll select all of the ones from first to last. Okay, that's holding Shift. Okay, so again, click once, hold Shift, click twice, like the second time, and it'll select them all. I drag those in. 2 are already there. Okay, those 2 were already there, so it just didn't add those 2. And there's the rest of my photos. Once I'm done with this, if you do need to delete one, you're like, I don't want that in the album, you just drag it back out and it removes it. Okay, so that's now been removed. Same thing here. I can just remove those from my album. Okay, I'm going to add them back in. There we go. Once I'm done with that, I am going to hit save. Okay, over here. And now when I go back to my photo stream and I go back to my albums, I have a new album called Trees and Ice. When I click on that, there are the photos. Okay, so that's the first and second part. We've uploaded to Flickr. We've organized it in an album. Then we need to share these in Flickr. So we have a group, and in our group we have discussions, and we need to share the photos. So 2 ways to do it. From here, when I'm inside my album and I'm looking at my album, or if I'm looking at all of my albums, there's a little icon right here. Okay, the share icon. I can either click here and it's going to give me this link, which I'm going to copy. Okay, right click, okay, and copy. Or if I am inside the album, it gives me the same link right there. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to go back to you and go to your groups. We're going to find our group. There it is. I'm going to go to whatever group you are. Okay, and now I'm submitting my photos as an assignment. So these, let's say these are my photos for the Levitation 1 assignment. To say this is my body of work. I'm going to click on body of work. Okay, and I'm going to paste this in here. So it says submit the link to your body of work album. The album should have 20 plus photos in it. Put the link in square brackets. So I'm going to hit a square bracket on my keyboard. I'm going to paste, and then I'm going to close the square bracket. Okay, and what that's going to do is it's going to give me this little thumbnail. If I did it without the square brackets, right, and then I preview it, it just gives me the link, and that's fine, that'll work. The issue is if we're trying to find someone's work or review your own work, it's easier to see it if it's visual, because we are visual creatures and it's a photography class. Okay, so do that. Now, for some reason, some students, this won't work. I don't know why. Every once in a while, there's a student who tries to do this, and for some reason, the link will not give us a thumbnail. Okay, put it in square brackets, and you know, I can try and help you figure it out. If it's not working, don't stress yourself out. Just, you know, put the square brackets. Hope for the best. I hit post reply, and there we go. there's my submission by Mr. St.Romain, trees and ice submitted to the body of work. Okay, I'm going to delete this because you don't need that. And you're going to do the same thing in the other. Okay, so there's a body of work submission, that's your 20 photos. And then here is your levitation actual submission. In this case, it would be 4 to 6 photos. And again, you're just going to put a square bracket. You're going to go and get the other album, right? So you're going to go to your albums. Okay, go to your albums, find the second album that you need to submit, which would be your submission album. Okay, go and grab that link. And again, you're just going to paste the link in here. Okay, oops. I'm going to put that square bracket back. Square bracket, close square bracket, and then I would hit post reply, and that would be that part completed. Okay, so that's Flickr. Okay, step 1, upload your images to your photo stream. Step 2, organize it into an album and name the album. Step 3, share the album in your discussion. Okay, the next step, once I'm done with that, I'm going to go over to Brightspace. Okay, I'm viewing Brightspace in the student view. So this is what you'll see. You're going to go, let's go to the home page and start from there. Okay, if I go assessments and I go assignments and I go to levitation, for example, if that's what we're doing, you'll see here it says not submitted. Okay, and the due date. So I'm going to click on this guy. And for this one, you need to paste the link in here. Okay, this one doesn't need to score. You can just say link to, let's say this is your submission. Okay, and then you're also going to have link to body of work. Okay, you're going to include both of those here. Right, and you're going to paste that one there, and then you're going to put the other one, which is the second album, in here, body of work. And then you're also, for this assignment, you'll notice in here, okay, you'll see, so this you should be reading the outline and the assignment submissions for every assignment, but in this case, we've already done the body of work, we've done the levitation. Okay, make sure you read this. You've submitted to Flickr, and now you need to do these 2 pieces. Okay, so there's a short reflection, okay, which you're going to read and write just in here. If you would like to do it in Google Drive, or Google Docs, I should say, that's fine. To do that, the easiest way is to click on this little icon here. Okay, and I click on this guy. You'll need to link your Google account. Okay, so you click on Google File Embed. It's going to give you a little pop-up. Mine's already done. Okay, so you don't need to. I don't need to do this, but you will. The first time it'll ask you for permission to link this to your Google Drive account. You say yes, and then you're going to go and find the photo that you want. Okay, so or that's not the photo, the doc. Okay, and then you submit that. Okay, I don't need to do this because I've already done it. I'm going to cancel that. If you're including a doc, it'll just show up as included in here. Okay. And I think for this one, it makes sense, for at least for the levitation one, it makes sense to do that because I have asked you to include a photo. Okay, so you may want to do that way. You have the option to, if you don't need to include a photo, you can right here in the window. You can also add an image here. So your choice on how you do it. I don't really care, as long as you meet all the requirements of the assignment. Finally, making sure in Brightspace that you submit both things. Okay, the link to your body of work, which is here, and submission, which is here, and then written description, and that's it. You hit submit and your work is submitted. All right, I hope that makes sense. If you're not sure about any of this, go back, rewatch the video, and that should make sense to most people. I don't think there is too much here that is all that confusing. All right, best of luck.